Hi, everybody.
Hello. Thank you all for being here. Today we're getting crafty for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, we're really excited. Just while we get started, why don't you let us know where you come from, where you live in the chat. We are Dennis and Andrew. If you've been to our classes before, you know we love to talk. So if you have questions, please ask them. Dennis is going to be on the computer. He has it over here, so he's going to be trying to check up on those. But if not, we have people to help us with that as well. But we really like to keep this as a conversation. So ask away. Yeah.
Yes. Today, for our class, we're going to be using the Fiskars banner creation set. You can find these, of course, at Michael's. And they also have a wide variety of these sets that are in different kind of craft.
They have like a punch set, so you can make tons of confetti. They have all these different types of kits, which really make it great. Like if you're looking to gift something to a crafter or to a younger crafter, I feel like these are so great because they're so versatile, and you have everything inside that you need. So it's super fun, super easy, and Fiskars really took like the hard work out of it. Yes. So we're going to be using this today, and it's really easy to use.
And actually, this is going to be part of our giveaway. If you're joining us for the first time, we always do a giveaway during our classes. Today, we're going to be giving away the banner creation set. We are also giving away, Fiskars just launched, it came out with new edition, limited release scissors. They got this black sparkly one.
I love this black sparkly one.
That's
so
awesome.
much.
The tie-dye.
Oh my gosh. How beautiful.
And this gorgeous one.
Yes.
So you stay around for the giveaway. At the end of the class, we're going to have a question, and we usually have you answer on our Instagram.
Yeah, so you'll just have to go to our Instagram, message us in DM us, and then you just DM us the thing, and then we pick it by random. But you're going to get all these 3 scissors and the banner maker kit.
Yes.
So
we have Madison in the house, Napa, California, Oregon, Wisconsin, not the state, Middleton.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we come from Astoria, Queens, New York. That's right outside of the city. And we're really excited to be here. It's a nice small group. So really keep those questions coming. Keep that dialogue going.
Yes.
All right.
And also just to plug, like our next class, we're getting crafty for Easter. We're going to be making these little cute, adorable bunny boxes. And that is on April 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. I mean, this little box is so 4? Cute. Right? Where we go. Oh my gosh. You know, the lighting is always too bright, but how cute is this?
Yes, because Fiskars also makes their own box maker, which is great for if you have a small business and you're looking to make packages and things like that. It's really awesome. They were going to kind of do a variation of the Easter basket.
I love this project. We just made it about a week ago, and it was so much fun to make. So I'm really excited
Sean
about that.
is from Silly.
Hi, Sean.
Yes. Okay. So in the banner making kit, it comes with 3 different shapes here. You can kind of see them there, which is great. Now, you know, cutting machines are so popular, but they are a bit pricey. You know, there are alternatives to cutting machines, and something like this is perfect.
Yeah, and you know we love our cutting machine. We use it all the time, but sometimes there's something really nice about crafting with your hands. You know, we always say crafting isn't about the outcome, it's about the journey. So this really is so great to just like work with your hands, go old school. And like we said, it's really versatile. So if you like to craft on the go, or if you want to bring a project somewhere, it's really easy to bring this instead of like a cutting machine.
Yes, and it also comes with the little hole punch.
I love this. And what's great about this, you can use this on paper and you can use it on felt, which is really, really great. I was going to also say, you can craft along with us today. If you want, you can grab paper. Even if you don't have these, you could cut out the shapes the best you can. And I'm going to be teaching you also how to hand cut letters. I have terrible handwriting. Dennis has pretty good handwriting, but I have terrible handwriting. But I have found a few tips to really get some really great hand cut letters. So if you're looking to just craft along, grab some paper, grab some scissors, and you can definitely do that and make kind of like a mock banner. Or I always like a paper banner too, you know?
Who doesn't?
Yeah. All right.
So, and what's also great about the banner making kit here is that there are 5 different sizes in each shape. So we're actually going to be creating a layered banner here today. This is our lucky banner. I don't know about you. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
You are? Okay, great.
I might take Andrew for his 40th birthday to Las Vegas.
What? Wow.
This is, yes, foreshadowing.
You hear it here, folks.
Foreshadowing.
I was gonna say, you know what I love about March? It's just a really great time to bring in some color. You know, I feel like it's the start of spring. You know, I always think of rainbows, clovers, stuff like that. So I feel like we always flowers. So we always try to bring a little bit of color in with March. And this is a really fun project to do that. It just adds a little pop.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So should we get started?
Yeah.
And then don't forget, if I know a lot of people are just joining now, we're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the class. You're going to get the banner creation set from Fiskars.
Here we go.
And also these 3 special edition, limited edition scissors. These are actually the non-stick scissors, which are awesome.
Now you might be asking yourself, are we watching a craft class or a QVC commercial? I don't know.
Yes, we
just
love to
don't
kind of
know.
pretend we're on QVC.
Yes, always. Even when the cameras are off, we're always doing
Yes, we're like, if you have an aunt, if you have an animal, if you have ever went to school, this product is for you.
This dinner is for you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna.
I do have one question before you get started that I got in my DM. How many felt pieces are needed to get started?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Let's see.
So we're using 5 different pieces of colorful felt, and then we're using 1 piece of the white felt here.
Yep. And then we're using another piece for the green lettering. So that's 6. And then we have a little detail, which is 7. Which is
but you can use similar colors.
You can totally use similar colors. Actually, it'd be really cute if you just mimicked the colors that were on the banner. So about 6 different colors, I believe, for this project.
Yeah,
but again,
I think, oh yes, Andrew and I always like to say, like, we like to inspire.
Yes.
You know, and you don't have to copy us. You know, you can kind of use your own judgment and use what you have at home to make something really fabulous.
Definitely.
But yes, we're going to be using.
I know, because this would look so cute if it was all green. It would look really great. Whatever colors you want.
And I kind of answered the question, right?
I'm just going to give one more plug. If you're having a hard time following along, we have everything written out at craftylumberjacks.com, so you can find this project there.
Yes.
But please, if we are going too fast, let us know. And we will slow down or answer any questions to the best of our ability.
Yes, and also, like they said, this video will be on YouTube in about 24 hours. So you can always revisit it if you have missed a tip or a trick that we're going to share today. That will be on YouTube.
All right. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to go over to the other camera. We can spotlight that.
All right, so we're going to start tracing out our banner here. Again, we're using the kit here. Again, it has 5 different sizes, starting with the outside going in. And we're using, we're kind of doing a Roy G. Biv kind of vibe here, just because, you know, taste the rainbow. When I do my Fiskars banner template here, I like to do it on the edge of my felt. So, and I'm doing, we're doing the smaller size here. The smaller size is going to be our,
it's going to be,
what do you call that?
I don't, like, kind of just, it's going to just be like
a layer.
Yeah, like a layer, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to start by cutting my large pieces there. And what I like to do is find an edge, line up the template to the edge, and just trace.
And as you can see, they have little holes, so you can, and they make it really easy to follow.
Yes.
And we're just using a felt tip marker for this. It has a nice thin tip just so it fits through those holes, and you can see it right there, which is really nice. It makes it super easy.
I'm going to do all 5 here. So we're doing red, orange, we're skipping.
Yellow. Yeah, we're skipping orange. Yeah. That's okay.
You know, and again, I think this is kind of the thing, you know, use what you got to make it work. You know, you could even do same colors, different colors, whatever you have at home. You know, we're always, you know, we live in a small 1-bedroom apartment. So we don't like to buy, although it's always so tempting. We like to craft with what we have in our apartment.
And we do have a lot of felt. I'm going to be talking about our 5 reasons we love felt, but one of them is just the amount of colors they come in. You can find such a wide variety at Michael's. They have so many different colors. So you really can make your projects really pop. And as you can see, Dennis is really just checking as he goes, just so it doesn't slide. But when you're using these banner maker kits, they're really easy to correct if you get anything wrong. And also, since it's handmade, I don't mind the imperfections at all. I don't know about you. You can let us know in a comment. When something's handmade and I see a little imperfection, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Actually, it adds to the charm and to the project.
Yes, and I also think once you have a completed project, all those little small errors kind of just erase themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
You're really not kind of looking at that. You're looking at something as a whole. You're not saying, oh, this banner is
that's
Cricut.
true. That's true, because sometimes I will, as I'm making something, I'll really focus on something I've done wrong. And then I will be like, oh, I actually don't even notice it because there's so many other elements.
Yes, the last time we made a banner like this, it was for my friend's
Not a baby shower.
No, was it the baby shower or it was the marriage?
Oh gosh.
But we did a Mickey Mouse banner, and it was
that was cute. That was just all out of paper.
Yes, and then I was like, should we sell these? I'm always like trying to make money on something, All right, so I have all my pieces cut. And again, I like to work on the edge. Oh, sorry, yes, trace. Excuse me. I like to work on the edge here because then we're only going to be using this tiny piece of felt, and then we have all of this left over for another project.
Yes. It's like when you're making cookies. You don't want to start in the middle. You want to kind of start in the edge and stamp your cookies towards the edge and then go in.
Someone asked where you can get the template. You can find this at Michael's. We're using the Fiskars banner creation set. It comes with the 3 different templates, with each with 5 different sizes. And it also comes with a hole punch that we're going to be using on our felt here, but you can also use it, of course, on paper.
Yeah, and as you can see the different types of banners you can make with that, and then you can see the sizes here too. I really love how Fiskars kind of just laid it all out, so it's really easy to follow.
Okay, I'm using these. I'm obsessed.
I know. And
they always come out with special edition, limited edition, special edition.
Yeah.
Scissors. These are awesome, and these are the non-stick scissors. You can tell because it has the black blades. But you can use this for anything.
Yes, I just wanted to say, Tia put the link for the banner making set in the chat, so if you're interested, you can check that out. I was going to say,
and we're also giving one away.
Yes, and we're also giving one away.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say we did a conference call with Fiskars maybe about 6 months ago, and we were just talking to the employees. They wanted to hear from us what we like. It was just this great conversation. We've been lucky enough to work with Fiskars for a few years now, and something that they told us was that people use all of the Fiskars scissors for like everything. They're made to really be used for pretty much every material. So if you have just a standard Fiskars scissors, you can totally cut fabric with them. They don't have to be the fabric scissors. Of course, I love the fabric scissors, but they really do cut so many different materials so well, and they stay really sharp. So Fiskars is always our go-to.
Smooth, baby.
I know.
It is smooth.
And that's something you're really looking for when you are cutting any type of fabric or felt. You really do want to make sure it is smooth, because you can tell when you use a cheaper pair of scissors, the edges aren't as crisp.
Yes. Now, of course, I use the template to trace each piece. You can always cut one out and then trace it, but I think it works better if you kind of just trace from the template always.
I think
because
so
then this way it's going to kind of get messed up.
Yeah, and also like when you're tracing, you could get more ink on the edge of the one you're tracing over and over. And you want it to be like.
Well, we're only using the black marker here to be good on camera.
Yeah.
I would suggest using a lighter color.
Yeah, that's true.
Is anybody doing anything for St. Patrick's Day? Do people still go out and celebrate? We used to back in the day.
Oh, really?
But now we're getting a little old, a little tired, so we like to craft, and that's about it.
I usually try to avoid St. Patrick's Day. I feel like it's like always a crazy night,
I do love a green beer, though.
Oh, yeah.
And then actually, we're in New York, so we get bagels all the time. And of course, our local bagel shop does green bagels for St. Patrick's Day.
Sean said green milkshakes.
Oh my gosh, we used to get those all the time.
Oh my gosh.
So here we have our banner: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Really adorable. They all look. This looks professionally cut, like from a cutting machine.
Yeah, totally. All right, so now we're just going to make.
Add our second layer.
Yes, add our second layer. Here you go.
Yes. Now I already traced some. See, again, this is like, we're just reusing what we got. We're using
Oh my
these
gosh, you see this?
all
Yes.
the time, and excuse the cat hair.
Oh yeah. Oh, we make these projects about a month or two in advance, and we usually have them in a box ready for these classes. And sorry, do you want to?
Yeah, I was just going to show. I already pre-traced out my design here, and again, we're using the smaller template.
Yes. So it's going to fit right on top.
Yes,
and, give a
and
nice
again, if
colorful
you want to
border.
try to save more pieces here, you can just kind of do what I did here. I did it kind of like a rotating.
It almost looks like a chevron, really.
Yes, just to kind of get the most out of my piece here.
Yeah, we always like to try to get the most out of our pieces. But I was going to say, or as I was saying, so we try to do these projects about a month or two in advance, and then we put them in a box just so they're all ready for the class and we're not scrambling right before.
God, I know what you're going to say.
Our cat, Teddy Kruger, loves the box we put everything in. So he has been sleeping
on this felt. It's become his bed.
Oh my gosh, which is so funny. So right before the class, I was like, oh, we have everything set. Oh my gosh, but there's so much cat hair. If you have a pet, do they love to sit on your craft materials? I feel like a lot of people write us in saying, oh my gosh, my dog loves to sit on the fabric I'm working on, the paper I'm working on. We always call Teddy our little craft assistant,
And I just wanted to note here, I'm also trying to cut on the inside of my trace line, just so that I don't have a lot of pen markings or markings there. But again, I would suggest using a lighter color. But of course, you can always turn this around or trim it if you have to.
That's a really good tip.
And let me just do one more. Wear green, have a shamrock on my door.
Oh, I love
that. Let's see, I'm looking for, well, I'll just do.
There we go. Yes, let's see.
Here we go. Yeah, so again, really the only like difficult thing is just kind of remembering where you're tracing and kind of following the guide here, because if you're not paying attention, that could mess you up a little.
But it's so easy to just do it.
It's so easy. Andrew and I might be doing a production of Mamma Mia, our return to the stage, which we're very excited about. We met on the national tour of Fiddler on the Roof. So, although crafting is our main gig, our first love is theater. And it will be fun to get back into it.
Sean said, I love getting 5 templates in one.
Yes. Well, this one, you're actually getting 15.
Oh my gosh, look at that mental math.
I know, right?
Good job, Dennis.
When it's easy like that, otherwise, forget it. And of course, I'm using these scissors because, again, we're giving these away today, but you can use a rotary cutter for these.
Oh yeah, that's
like
true.
a rotary blade, like for fabric,
yeah, rotary blade
and all of that.
And a little straight edge would work really well.
Yes, and we always like to think when you work with layers here, it really kind of takes all your projects to the next level.
Yes.
Because it just kind of
just allows things
makes
to
it look
pop,
fancier, So again, we're putting it right in the center here. Oh, this has a lot, but so cute.
Sean said, get Meryl Streep to do Mamma Mia with you.
Oh my God!
Sean, it's in the works. It's in the works.
Meryl, Auntie Meryl. We tell our niece and nephew that she's really our aunt.
Oh my gosh. Our niece and nephew used to live in LA, and one day Dennis wanted to see Meryl's star on the Walk of Fame, and he kept referring to her as Auntie Meryl, and the kids for like a year actually thought we were related to Meryl Streep.
They're like, is that really our aunt? Like,
why does she ignore
she
us?
Is, but she doesn't know it.
Oh my gosh, there
so
it is.
Cute. So for this, they actually make a felt and foam glue, which is really good because it holds really well, and it also dries clear, so you don't see it.
But I think any craft glue will work just fine, but I do love our felt and foam. We do use it a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good time right before you glue just to make sure everything looks good. I think it looks really nice. And Dennis is doing the dabbing technique.
Yes, the dabbing. A little dab will do, yeah.
But it really does dry clear. You'll see it probably till the end of class, just because it will take a long time to dry, or a little bit time to dry.
And I'm
but
just
it will
gonna
dry
eyeball
clear.
where I'm placing my piece here.
Looks nice so far.
Thank you. I'm gonna go through and do them all. You know, again, this will be on YouTube, and it's also on our blog already if you want to check it out. And anytime you make a project of ours or anything you want to share, you can use the hashtag Make It With Michaels. And also we want to add the hashtag Fiskars. This way we can see what you're making. Oh, let me cut this. I did it the wrong way.
See, everyone makes mistakes.
If you change your mind, I'm the first. Oh, we gotta be careful because we'll say you have to pay for those rights. You can't sing that song.
Okay, that's looking good.
Is that okay? There's a little black on the edge.
Dennis glued the wrong side.
I glued the wrong side.
He's talking, talking and crafting is actually very difficult to do. But as you can see, but that's okay.
Andrew will yell at me later about it.
Oh, I will. This is very serious.
And again, felt, really always just sticks to itself. So you don't really need a lot of glue.
Yeah,
it kind of stays. But if any of these things you think it's going to get a lot of wear and tear, or you're packaging it up at the end of the holiday,
right.
You might want to glue it in place just so it doesn't kind of fall apart on you.
Here's a good tip. You know how we like to store our banners, especially something this size? We like to take a zip top bag and then fold the banner into itself so it almost sandwiches itself.
So it's like a little...
And then we put it in a zip top bag, and then that saves really, really well, especially for paper banners. I feel like we have some paper banners that we've had for years, and that's the way we store it. And then you can store it nice and flat, and it doesn't get really wrinkled.
And actually, one of our holiday banners that we purchased is seen in the movie Mermaids with Cher.
Yes.
And I watch it every year just to be like, we have that banner.
It's like a season's greeting banner with a little paper fringe, and it's
so cute. We got it at a Hallmark that used to be here in Queens. All right. Okay, now should I punch my holes, or you want to work on the...
No, you can punch the holes. Why not finish it?
So again, the banner making kit also comes with the little hole punch, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. I like to kind of use the bits in the hole punch as a guide. So I'll say every corner that I do, I'm gonna go up to this circle part.
Huh, I don't even
Do you know what I mean?
That,
so I will kind of line up the felt in the same area, so I'll be like, okay, I'll use this as a guide.
Oh, yes, okay.
See, and then go, okay, and I'm going all the way up to the oval, and then I'll punch.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Far in.
If that doesn't make sense to anybody, let us know. But I can see it through the camera. That makes sense.
Yes, and it cuts really well. Because we're using felt, you might get that, but that's okay.
Yeah. Looks good.
It's hard to see what I'm doing, but that's okay.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about my 5 top reasons I love working with felt. That's just we. I should say we.
You do better with felt and kind of paper things.
Felt is maybe my favorite craft medium to work with. I feel like it's so easy to use. And it cuts really well without any fraying. As you can see with these edges, there is no fraying. So a lot of fabrics, you really can't just cut it and glue it. It'll fray over time. They have products to help with that, but it just doesn't always work out. What I love about felt is you really can cut it and you don't have to do anything else to it. Something else I love to do about felt, number 2, it's easy to glue, meaning no sew. I love a no sew project. Dennis is the sewer in the family. I cannot sew anything. So you really don't need to make it a sewing project. You can just glue everything. Dennis, these look really, really great.
Thank you.
You did it in just a couple of minutes.
Yes.
All right, and then the third one, it gives a great texture. As you can see with this felt, it really does add a lot of texture. Remember that glue is going to dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you add this to your project, just look at that nice texture it adds. Number 4, so many different colors. As I said, Michaels has so many different colors. They have packs of felt you can find online. They have just a felt area where you can get them by sheet. I think they're like 49 cents.
And
So
I don't know how they keep that area so clean.
I know.
Our Michaels, it always looks so good. I'm like, how do they do this? Because I feel like people are monsters when they go to the stores and they're just rummaging through everything.
It's so true. And it's really inexpensive. It's really not expensive to buy.
Yeah, I
these
think
sheets
they're
of
like
felt.
39 cents a
Yeah,
sheet.
and they really store easily. So we were kind of saying we don't love to buy a ton of different materials, but with felt, you can really buy them and just stack them. And we have a little felt area that we put them all in. So it's really easy.
Yes. Okay. Andrew's up.
I'm up. Okay. So now we're going to work on the lettering. I'm going to show our first banner here. As you can see, we have some green lettering. Oops, I didn't glue that down very well. Now, cutting out lettering can be really tricky. I always find it really hard. But I found these techniques that really help out. And let me start with the first one. The first one is you want to think about your area, like the area you're going to use. So you really want to make sure that you cut a piece of felt to size, because when you're trying to just draw or write out letters, it's really hard to keep them all the same size. So what I did was I pre-cut a piece of felt that fits right on top of the white. And what that does is it just allows me to not go crazy with my lettering. When I tried this, I actually didn't do that at first, and I had to recut my letters, I think, twice, and that was just kind of annoying. So my other tip is to use chalk. Now, we didn't use chalk with our the banner part just because it doesn't fit through the slits. However, what I love about chalk is that it easily comes off, so you're not left with any lines. And with the lettering, you really can't flip it over, or your letter is going to be
I guess they also make
way.
Chalk markers.
Oh, now you tell me.
But do those
yeah.
like wash off easily, you think?
I think so. Actually, they do sell like chalk pens too.
Oh, chalk pens. That's what I was thinking.
Or chalk pencils, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece that I pre-cut and I'm just going to draw it out. And I'm going to do it 5 times.
I don't know what this is too, but Anne Marie said, my entire house is decorated to my husband's dismay.
Oh my gosh. Please tell me, is it with St. Patrick's Day specifically?
And also, well, if he's not doing it, you get to do whatever you want.
That's right. And really, these do not have to be great. As you can see, they're kind of all a little wonky. That really doesn't matter. So if you're doing this with paper, I recommend you do it the same way too. Now, my other tip is to use, look online and look at different types of lettering, so you really get an idea. Now, if you're really, really terrible and you think you're awful, you can always type it out to size, cut it out, and then trace it onto your felt, just the type you want, and that will give you a really great look as well. So you can do that as well. I'm loving how easy these are cutting out. These
Tia just shared
really
a link to the scissors.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Anne Marie said every holiday. St. Patrick's Day now, Easter soon.
Oh, I know, it's coming up.
I know. I can't even believe we're already in mid-March, basically.
I know. I'm actually really thankful it's a later Easter this year, because that just
yes, because sometimes it's all right on top of each other.
Yeah. You know what? I even cut these out a little too big. So I'm just going to go back and I'm just going to trim them. This really is important to do, I think, because once it's too big, it's just really hard to kind of fix. So let me just snip these.
Yes, and actually Andrew had done this tip about 10 years ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so smart. So when you start with a square like this of all the same letters, it'll be easier to kind of cut your letters out and have them all kind of read or look the same type of size.
Yes. And that's something I struggle with my handwriting in general. All my letters look like different sizes. I need that piece of chalk.
Oh, sorry.
So I always struggle with that in general. Okay, so we're going to be drawing Lucky. So I'm going to just start out and really think of the parameter here and really use that to my advantage. So let's see. I'm trying to think how you can get this so my hand isn't in the way. But
all I can think every time is, she's so lucky. You know that one?
Yes, yes.
That should have been our trivia question to win everything. Who sang Lucky? Right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. All right, I think so. Okay, so here we go. Now, when I was doing this originally, now I'm kind of copying what I had done. When I did this originally, I looked up like Irish lettering, Irish font, and this came up. So this is kind of what I'm following, just something I found online. I feel like we have so many resources to our fingers. If you don't need to reinvent the wheel, look something up you like and do it. Okay, so here's my U.
That's a RuPaul quote.
Yes, that's true.
Here, let me try to do like a little top down so we can
Okay,
see.
I mean, you could even come on the other side if you wanted. Okay, here's my U.
Yes.
And as you can see, it's already looking pretty nice. I feel like if I was doing this by myself, I would have some trouble.
What do you mean? Or if you have
If
more time?
No, if I was like doing this without cutting out the squares, I would.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just kind of like freestyle.
Yeah. So here we have a curly QC. It's just, you know, it's these little embellishments that really take it over the top. You know what you could also do? Here's a technique sometimes I do. I could just draw out a regular C.
And Britney Spears, someone said.
Just draw out a regular C, just like that. And then I can embellish it. So I want to just do something fancy on the top. I'm just going to kind of extend it and make it go like that. I don't want to go too far because I really don't want it to mimic an E, but.
Yes, that is like the Danny Zuko curl.
Oh, yes, yes,
you know?
yes. And then the K, now I'm going to do kind of the same thing I just did. So I'm going to draw out a regular K. But then I want it to look a little fancy. So I'm actually going to I'm kind of mimicking this one here. Let's show it.
Yes, and that actually looks very similar to the C.
Yes, I kind of like that. I like when things kind of mimic each other because then it shows that, I don't know, it's in the same family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, I love a banner for every holiday because it's a simple way to kind of decorate and be like, this is it. You know?
Yes, I love that too. You know, I feel like
so whether it be like Happy Easter or St. Patrick, you know, we like to do a banner for New Year's every year.
Yes.
You know, and it really just kind of sets the tone, you know.
I know. I feel like I had a family friend who always would put a banner for every holiday in the same spot.
Okay, yes.
And I would always love to go over and just be like, oh, what's the banner? What's the banner?
What would they be like saying it is this specific holiday, or they do something like Lucky or like Hop to It or something like that?
I think it was pretty much like Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, but it was always just like, oh, I love that this is kind of like a revolving moment.
Yes. I also think if you you know, are using the banner making kit, you can kind of make just like a happy that you repurpose every holiday and then just change like the bottom portion. Which is
like
good.
That idea.
And again, once you make it once, you can use it for every year.
All right, so now I'm going to cut out my letters. I'm going to be using these little teeny scissors. I always forget the names of micro tip.
Yes, and that is, I believe, it's the 5-inch micro tip.
I love these scissors, but you could really use any of them. So now I'm just going to follow the chalk line, and I'm going to show you my tip in just a minute on how to get rid of those chalk lines. So I'm just following it.
You know, I don't like the smaller scissors because I have chubby hands, but Andrew uses these scissors for just about everything.
Yes, I really do. I love these so much. I just find them so easy to cut. Now, Dennis is he knows what tip I'm gonna give next, but one of my favorite tips about cutting anything, paper or felt or anything, is when you're doing a curve, you want to turn the felt, not the scissors. That's going to give you more control, and you're going to get a really nice line that way, especially if you're, excuse me, especially if you're doing something rounded, which I didn't really pick the best letter for, but Here we go.
So cute.
That looks really cute, right? Let me just check that it fits onto its place. Look at that. It fits perfectly on. So I don't have to worry that it didn't fit. Now, here's how you're going to get your chalk off. You don't want to rub your felt because what that's going to do is going to add, it's going to make it pill. So what you want to do is you actually just want to tap it, and you're going to tap that felt off. And if you do this enough,
Tap the chalk off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Tap the chalk off. And as you can see, it's already gone. And I actually like a little bit of chalk there too. It really just kind of adds this almost like a shading. So I don't mind it, but the more you tap, the more the chalk is going to disappear. So that's my tip. Don't rub it because it's really going to create this texture that you don't want. So let's see.
Unless you want it.
Yeah, of course. If you want it, then go for it. Okay, so as you're going to see, I'm going to be turning my felt, not my scissors.
Love it.
If you're working on a craft project right now, it doesn't have to be right this second, but if you're doing something or have something planned, like let us know in the comments. I'm always curious in what people are making or what they have in mind to make. I feel like we're the types of people who always have so many ideas. Do they always get executed? No, because there's not enough time in the day, but I always like to hear what other people are making. I'm sure Easter is a big one.
Yes, and also every now and then on our Facebook page, Crafty Lumberjacks, we actually like to see what people are making. So we'll post, share your latest projects, and people love to share their stuff and get inspired by other people. And a lot of people actually ask us where we get our inspiration from, and honestly, it's from you, from other crafters, from other makers. We're inspired by so much of what other people make.
That's true.
So we love to see it.
There we go.
Cute.
That looks pretty good, right?
A Christmas ornament. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Tracy's already on to Christmas.
Tracy, I envy you so much. I'm always the type of person every time, see, it's a little big, my felt was a little big. I'm just going to trim that off. But every time Christmas rolls around, I'm always like, why didn't I start crafting early?
Oh my gosh,
just
especially for like Halloween and Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Because that flies by.
I'm going to craft early this year. I'm going to do it. And you know what? I never do. I rarely ever do. So I applaud you. I think that's really wonderful that you have a head start. Just going to tap it out. Okay.
Very cute.
I'm going to try to go a little faster. Is this like watching paint dry?
I sew felt ornaments for various seasons, holidays. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so fun.
That's Amy. That's a crafter getting ready for the holidays.
Oh my gosh.
Do you all have an Etsy shop? Or you sell it at local fairs? Actually, my mom used to be a crafter as well. And that's how I got my crafting bug. She used to sell her crafts at little markets on the weekends, and I would be her little helper and help her set up. And then I even started making my own crafts. I was making ribbon dancers and bouncing spooks for Halloween, like little spider and a ghost, Yes, Holly said, I love craft fairs growing up. I know. Even just to go and like vibe it out, We do they have a lot of like local vendors here in Queens, and they have a lot of like pop-up events and craft shows. So we'll go, and of course we've gotten involved in the community here. So we go and we see all our friends, but then we feel bad because we don't buy anything, and then we end up spending like $300 on all of these things because we're like, we want to support.
Of course.
But I'm like, I don't need another tote bag,
I really don't need another tote bag because I always forget them.
But they are really cute and they're very talented. No, I just make them for my little tree or antique window or give them away. Oh, that's so sweet.
So nice. I like hearing that. If you know us, we do different holiday themed trees. So we're big into Halloween trees. And we usually try to start thinking about what we're going to make for our Halloween trees pretty early, but we usually don't start doing it until like August. But we just love a fun, random, holiday themed tree. We just did a scream tree for Valentine's Day. So it was like all Valentine's Day plus weird Scream themed.
Yes. And actually we did a very cute.
Yeah.
Last year, or actually is it 3 years now at this point, we did an Easter tree. It was an alien egg Easter tree.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite trees that we've ever done.
That was really fun too. It's like, you don't need to be traditional. And it's funny, actually, for Christmas, we're very traditional. We just put up the ornaments that, you know, we've passed down through our family and stuff like that. So.
Tracy said, I'm trying to decide if I want to make it for others or sell.
Oh, I know. So I feel like we never sell anything, but I sometimes feel so attached to the crafts we make that I would have a hard time letting go, you know?
I also think, you know, if you're making things by hand, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, a lot of energy, you know, so you got to vibe it out. You know, if that's worth it for you, go for it, you know?
Yes. I think anyone who doesn't make things by hand doesn't really understand the amount of time that really goes into what you're making.
And actually, we did a class back in January for small businesses and also crafters who are trying to sell their crafts. And you can revisit that. We actually have a blog post about that as well. And also the video is on our blog post, but it's also on the Michael's YouTube channel. And actually they did a whole series that month for makers and crafters about selling their product. Really helpful, always super helpful to talk to other people kind of trying to do the same gig, you know? Very cute, very cute. There's a lot of chalk on it, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You can glue it. You can glue it and then you can fix it later. So now I'm going to take my glue and just did what Dennis did. Just dab a little. If you really want to be meticulous.
Show this again. This is the felt and foam glue, felt and foam tacky glue, but you can also use the craft glue, just regular craft glue. It's basically the same, you know.
If you want to be meticulous, you can take a paintbrush and then spread the paint, or sorry, not the paint, the glue around the letters as well, just to get the edges a little better. But, you know, I think this works just fine.
Patty asked, we don't have an Instagram. Do you do contests through other avenues?
You can email us your entry and we will submit it into the contest, not to worry. And our email is just craftylumberjacks@gmail.com.
Yes, or if you have a Facebook, you can also find us on Facebook. Some people write in and give us their answers on Facebook. Again, if you're just joining, I saw some other people pop in. We're giving away the banner making kit today.
And 3 pairs of scissors. Here they are. Where's the other one? Oh, right there.
Or no, it's not this one.
Oh, sorry.
It's these.
There we go.
Tie-dye, this blue, and this, my favorite, the sparkle.
I'm excited to use that sparkle around Halloween too.
Yes.
That one is.
Yes, we love our Fiskars scissors for the holidays. Very cute. I might play Lotto tonight.
Oh my gosh, are you feeling lucky?
I kind of.
All right, before we move on, I'm just going to show. So in the original one we made, we have these just little, I don't know what to call these.
Like an accent or a shadow?
A little like shine.
Like if it was like a balloon and you would kind of do that little.
Yes. So all I did for that was I just.
Catchlight.
Oh, a catchlight, yes. I just took a piece of felt and I just mimicked just a part, I guess just a part of the letter. So it really doesn't take much. It really does just take it over the top though. So it's all you need is just a little something.
Tisa is here. Banner is really cute. Hi, Tisa.
Hi, Tisa. Tisa's another maker. Tisa, if you have a class coming up, let everyone know what date it is and what you're doing. Her classes are so incredible. You should check her out too. She has some incredible work. Here, I'm just gonna do the catchlight right there.
Yes,
so it's
and her Instagram is this.is.tisa. The captions came up pizza.
This is pizza.
I think it's so funny when captions are wrong. I'm like, is it me? I don't know.
There we go.
You know, I went to college for theater, so we did a lot of speech classes and the likes. So I get really paranoid. Very cute, very cute.
And you could actually, when I was playing with this, I was playing with doing it the same color as the base. And I thought that would be really cute, but I really wanted to add this little bit of gold into it. So I decided to do that. But any color, I mean, even the white actually would look really nice too. And it just like ties everything in. Let me fix this edge.
Tisa said, so cute, so sweet. Thank you. Nothing coming up, but stay tuned.
Oh my God.
She always has something going on.
Always. Okay. Okay. Get it? It's a K.
That's another Anderson thing, our nephew. Get it? Get it?
Get it? Get
Like,
it?
we get it, buddy. We get it.
I'm trying to rush here, but I usually take my time. Dennis usually is like, oh my gosh, Andrew, please. But I just find it so therapeutic. This is a great project to do while you're watching something you love and just, have it on in the background. I always like
Yes,
to
we
do
just
that.
finished The Crown.
Oh my gosh. You can't
Season
do this
4 of The Crown.
You can't do this during The Crown.
Oh no, you gotta watch. You need all
I don't
eyes
know.
on deck. Very cute. So there's our lucky banner.
All right, so now we're just going to string it up. Dennis, you want to do this part or you want me to do
Sure,
it?
sure.
Okay. Poor guy's been holding the phone.
And again,
for
we're
so
gonna do
long.
our giveaway soon. Excuse me, sorry, I'm making
Yeah, we
you
only have 10
seasick.
minutes.
Okay, here we go. Gives me the hard part.
I know. I'm like, oh, do you want to do this part that you might fail at?
This is, I can show you this too. We have this twine in a jar here, really helpful. Just poke a hole and then you can kind of just pull it out there. We decided to add the beads just because we thought it would be fun. You could, of course, paint them gold.
Yes, but maybe we'll skip the beads just for time's sake. What do you think?
Sure, yes. And of course, I'm just going to kind of wing this and just kind of force it through. But we always like to suggest putting a piece of, oh, he got it.
I got a piece of painter's tape for you.
Painter's tape
Just a little
around
one.
the edge here. Yep. This was our like, we do this a lot when we're doing macrame.
Yes,
It's
just so it
really
doesn't
helpful.
fray.
Yes. Oh gosh. I guess you could even use a needle if you have.
Oh yeah. Huh, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You want to take your scissors and just cut it off just so it's nice and small. And then you just want to thread it through.
Yes. Okay, again, we are doing our giveaway at the end of the class here. We're almost there. Thank you all so much for joining. We are going to be doing an Easter craft class next month on the 14th. And we're going to be using the Fiskars box maker to give an updated version of the Easter basket.
How cute is
Our
this?
little cute bunny box.
Should I show what's inside? Let me just show what's
Sure.
inside of one. Come on. How cool is this box too? It's almost like an accordion.
Yes, and it's just made from a piece of paper.
So we're going to show how to make this using the box maker. The head opens too, but I'm not going to open that just right now, just because, poor guy has a headache.
And of course,
Ah,
hey, we'll be
yay.
doing a giveaway during that class too of some awesome Fiskars products.
Yes, I love the monthly giveaways. I feel like it's a good way, to get
Yes.
some new product.
And our Fiskars team, they're so nice to us. We're always like, can we give them this? Can we give them this?
I
And they're
know.
like,
Yes.
yes, fine. We're gonna make them go broke with all the stuff we give away.
So we're going to close the giveaway tonight. I think probably at the end of the
Yeah,
night.
we usually do them quick.
But so you can just write in your answer right when it's.
Yes. And how cute would this look on a mantle or a shelf
I think it would look
or
really
where
cute.
else? Your headboard, why not? Or if you have a cat house, your cat. We
Oh,
love
yeah.
crafting for our cat.
He doesn't care, but we love to do that. All right, and there it is. I mean, how cute is that? And then you just
So
want to cut it off at the end so you can tie a little loop as we did right here. Really simple. All right, should we go to the other camera?
Yes, let's go to the other camera. Hold up our banner. Did I spell it right? Did I spell it right?
You know, as I was cutting it, I was like, "Ooh, I'm the worst speller." I'm like, "Did I just spell this incorrectly?"
Okay, let me get that box so we can show.
Did anyone craft along with paper or with felt while we were doing this? Just like let us know if you did, so we can see what you made. If you want to show it, if not, you can always tag Michaels, Fiskars, hashtag make it with Michaels.
Yes. Someone loved the string hack in a jar.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, Anne Marie, thank you. All right, so this is our original banner with the beads. So cute.
And then
Here's
the
our
one
new
we
one
made
today. So cute.
Again, I just love working with my hands. I feel like it's so therapeutic. It's just really nice to, you know.
Yes, get in the zone and just kind of
zone.
forget about the horrors of the real world and craft. So today for our giveaway, you're going to win the banner creation set, which has the 3 different templates with 5 different sizes and also the hole punch. And we are also giving away the Fiskars limited edition scissors. We have the black one that we were using in the class today, the sparkly one. And then we have the tie-dye one. And I don't know if there's a name for this teal one.
I would say
here.
teal, like it's almost like a metallic teal. I love
Metallic. You got it.
Metallic. Love it.
Yes.
And if you can, the answers, if you want to follow us on Instagram, that's how we pick our winner.
Yeah.
And we also said you can email us the answer to the question.
CraftyLumberjacks@gmail.com, or you could DM us on Facebook.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Or text us. Here's my phone. No, just kidding. So our trivia question today is.
Oh, okay.
You want this?
Oh my
as a
gosh.
microphone?
Yes. What city was the first city to hold? I said first too many times. What city was the first city to hold the first St. Patrick's Day parade?
Oh.
Now you can Google this. You can do all that. It doesn't matter. It's going to be picked at random. Just send it to our thing. So again, it's what city was the first city to hold the first St. Patrick's Day parade?
Yes. Please join us for our next class on April 14th, where we're going to be making the bunny boxes. So fun. Thank you all so much for being here. To Fiskars, to Michaels. Again, use the hashtag make it with Michaels and the hashtag Fiskars.
Yes.
So we can see all your projects.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you soon and have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.